What if I told you that you could start with $0 and eventually earn $1,000 a month in completely passive income, without a side hustle, without day trading, and without any overnight risk? Sounds crazy, right? But this is exactly what the Dividend Snowball Strategy is all about. In today's video, I'm breaking down the full blueprint of how this works, step by step, using real math, real stocks, and realistic expectations based on today's market conditions. I'll even share the ETFs and stocks I'd use to get there faster. And at the very end, I'll give you a bonus tip that most investors completely overlook, so stick around. Welcome back to Trade Savvy Academy. If you're new here, I'm Ricky, and on this channel we break down smart investing strategies, dividend growth portfolios, and passive income ideas that actually work. Let's get rolling. What is the dividend snowball effect? The dividend snowball effect is a strategy where you consistently invest in dividend-paying assets and reinvest the dividends to buy more shares, which increases your next dividend payment, and so on. Over time, this compounding effect becomes exponential, just like a snowball rolling downhill, gathering size and speed. It's the same principle Warren Buffett used when he said, "My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest." When done consistently, even small beginnings, like $100 per month, can eventually snowball into hundreds or even thousands in monthly dividend income. Step 1. Start with a clear monthly income goal. Let's say your target is $1,000 per month in dividend income, or $12,000 per year. That might sound huge, but it's completely doable over time with the right strategy. To hit this with a 4% average dividend yield, you'd need about $300,000 invested. But don't let that scare you. This isn't about throwing in $300,000 all at once. It's about building toward that goal slowly, compounding your gains, and reinvesting along the way. Step 2. Choose the right dividend yield strategy. Dividend stocks typically fall into three categories: high yield and low growth. Think QYLD or JEPI, with 8 to 12% yield but little dividend growth. Next, moderate yield and strong growth, like SCHD, VG, HD, yields around 2.5% to 4%, but increase dividends every year. And lastly, low yield and high growth, stocks like Microsoft or Apple, which pay smaller dividends but consistently raise them. The sweet spot for most investors is Category 2, moderate yield with consistent dividend growth. Take SCHD, for example. Its current yield, as of June 2025, is around 3.7%, and it has grown its dividend at over 12% compound annual growth rate over the past 5 years. Step 3. Build and reinvest consistently. Let's say you start with $0, but invest $500 per month into SCHD or a similar ETF with a 3.7% yield and an average 8% annual return, including capital appreciation. Here's what that could look like using a DRIP, dividend reinvestment plan. After 10 years, you'd have over $90,000, earning $3,300 per year in dividends. After 15 years, that's $180,000 plus, generating over $6,600 per year. By year 20, you'd be sitting on $330,000 plus, paying you over $12,000 per year, or $1,000 per month. And that assumes no lump sum contributions, no raises to your investing amount, and no bonuses, just $500 a month, every month, rain or shine. Step 4. Diversify with dividend ETFs and stocks. A great way to build a strong snowball is through low-fee ETFs that hold dozens or hundreds of high-quality dividend-paying companies. Here are some top picks for 2025. Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, 3.7% yield, dividend growth focused. Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, lower yield, 2%, but excellent growth. JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF, around 7 to 9% yield using covered calls. iShares Core High Dividend ETF, focused on durable high yielders like ExxonMobil and Johnson & Johnson. For stocks, you could sprinkle in Realty Income, monthly payer with 5.8% plus yield. Texas Instruments, 3.3% yield, strong payout history. Procter & Gamble, PepsiCo, Johnson & Johnson, classic dividend aristocrats with stability and consistency.
Step 5. Let time and reinvestment do the heavy lifting. Your job isn't to time the market. Your job is to stay invested, reinvest dividends, and dollar cost average over time. If you get a dividend payout of $50, don't spend it. Reinvest it. Buy more shares. More shares mean more future payouts, and the cycle continues. Example, say SCHD pays $0.71 per share quarterly. If you hold 100 shares, you're getting $71 per quarter. Reinvest that, and you're closer to your next 100 shares without ever adding new capital. Eventually, your dividends alone will be buying more shares than your monthly contributions. Step 6. Avoid these common mistakes. 1. Chasing unsustainable high yields. If a stock pays 10% plus but the company is struggling, e.g. AT&T Medical Properties Trust, your snowball could melt fast. 2. Not reinvesting. Spending dividends early destroys the compounding effect. 3. Lack of diversification. Relying on 2 to 3 stocks only exposes you to more risk. 4. Ignoring taxes. Qualified dividends are taxed differently from ordinary income. Consider tax-advantaged accounts like a TFSA in Canada or Roth IRA in the US. Step 7. Monitor and adjust annually. Once a year, review your holdings. Are dividends growing? Are any companies cutting payouts? Is the ETF still aligned with your goals? Sometimes rotating between funds or trimming slow growers can accelerate the compounding, but never overmanage. This is a long-term game. Bonus tip: use options to boost your snowball without taking huge risks. Here's where it gets fun. You can use options trading to accelerate your dividend snowball. For example, sell a cash-secured put on SCHD at a strike you're happy to own. A cash-secured put is an options trade where you agree to buy a stock or ETF at a specific price, called the strike price, by a specific date. In return, you get paid a premium upfront, real money in your account, just for making that promise. To be cash-secured, you must have enough cash in your account to buy 100 shares of the stock in case you're assigned. It's a win-win for long-term investors. If the stock drops to your strike price, you buy it at a discount. If it doesn't drop, you keep the premium and repeat the trade. And all the while, that premium becomes extra income that can be reinvested into your dividend portfolio, accelerating the snowball effect. Even a few covered calls on stable holdings can add 5 to 10% annual income on top of your dividend yield. Just don't overdo it. Keep it simple, covered, and conservative. A covered call is an option strategy where you own at least 100 shares of a stock or ETF and sell a call option against those shares. By doing this, you're agreeing to sell your shares at a certain price, known as strike price, if the stock goes above that price by a specific date, known as expiry date, and in return, you get paid a cash premium up front. If the stock stays below the strike price, you keep the premium and your shares. If the stock goes above the strike price, your shares get called away, sold, but you still keep the premium and profits from the sale. It's like renting out your shares and getting paid for it. So there you have it, the full blueprint on how to go from $0 to $1,000 per month in passive income using the Dividend Snowball Strategy. It's not flashy, it's not fast, but it's one of the most powerful wealth-building tools available to everyday investors. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Trade Savvy Academy, and comment below what your current monthly dividend income is, or your 2025 goal. And don't forget to follow me on X at the handle shown on the screen for live stock alerts, income updates, and trade ideas at no cost. Thanks for watching, and remember, small snowballs become avalanches if you just keep rolling.